Morning, everybody. Coming to you from our home in Chesterton, Indiana. This is the Bill and Kelly Morning Show. Got a couple of things I want to cover with you today and coming up on Friday. First of all, let's get the weather out of the way. It's going to be kind of a mild day, not real sunny, overcast. I should hit around 67 if it's lucky to get that. You can see we got overcast skies. But however, it is going to brighten up a bit towards the later of the day. And tonight we should get down to about 53 degrees, so that could be window open weather. So on Thursday, looks like we will have a high of 71, and then evening dipping down to 57, again partly cloudy. Then Friday we'll have a high of 75 and partly cloudy, and then Friday evening we'll dip down to 61. Don't plan anything this weekend. I'm telling you, it does not look too good. Saturday, probably get some stuff in, but it's going to be scattered showers throughout. So let's get after what's going on today. Within, let's see, 3 hours actually. Amy Roswinkle will come on and with the connections restored. Really great show. We're so happy that Amy has decided to do this with us. She's helped a lot of people out, so look out for that. It actually is proven to be one of our shows with the most views, or one of the most views rather. So look out for that. Then coming up Friday, we got some interesting stuff coming on. Friday morning at 10 o'clock, we'll have a variety of restaurant owners from around the region, Northwest Indiana, talking about not only how they open up this week, because everyone knows that. I mean, I'm talking to some of the restaurant owners, the media was waiting right outside their door, didn't even give them a chance to get set. They were in there. In fact, we were there when one media outlet was there. But we decided to hold up a bit and try to give these guys some time to settle down and evaluate what this week was like. What do they have to do to meet those standards? Again, for most restaurants, for all restaurants in Indiana, 50% occupancy. All employees had to have some face covering. So, and we witnessed that. Every restaurant we went into, there was face coverings by all the staff. And everyone's doing a good job as far as we can see, real good job. So they all want to make sure that this happens safely. But, with everything is, if you're a business owner out there, things happen, things that unexpectedly. So we're going to have a group of them sitting around virtually, if you will, talking about what was the good things that happened and maybe some things that they needed to tweak. So if you're a business owner, particularly a restaurant owner, you may want to tune in. Again, we wanted to give these guys a week to take a breath and make sure everything was going well in the restaurant, because as you know, the restaurant is a 24/7 type of ordeal. You never get a break. You literally never get a break. Once those doors close, there's cleaning, there's a whole lot of things, scheduling. And as you can imagine, these restaurant owners have a different level of concerns now that they have to address. So it's going to be a real interesting conversation, and so we hope to get a lot of information. If you are a restaurant owner listening to this, please contact us. We did our best to reach out to the ones that we knew, and although with our schedule, we're crazy schedule, as you know, moving to this house from Highland to Chesterton. And then today we're at another piece of news. We're going to be moving our equipment back to our studio in Hammond. So kind of weird, isn't it? House, move to Chesterton, move studio from Chesterton to Hammond. Yeah, that's what we've been going through. Yeah, it's great. No, it actually is. We're looking forward to getting back in that new studio. So, I do want to say about this roundtable discussion, if you are an employee and would like to contact us, that's our next step. We would like to get the employees, the waiters, waitresses, the bartenders, we would like to get you on and find out from your perspective, what was it like opening up? Then also, we would like to talk to you about the government's response to COVID-19 in your perspective as a waiter or waitress. And these are people that base salary don't make a whole lot of money. They base a lot of their income on tips. So when something like this comes about, You know, and a lot of them, and some of them are independent contractors. So we want to know that. So look for that next week. We're going to be getting a group of the employees together from the restaurant in the entertainment industry. And, you know, I will state this. The 5-stage process that Indiana has gone through, and you could hear over in Illinois, they're going through very much the same thing. A lot of metrics are involved in this to make sure it is successful. You can see, you just read the plan and you'll get a sense for that. Now, is everything covered in the plan? You know, with every plan, if you've been a business owner or any management capacity, your plan is only as good as the time that you make it up. Your ability as a manager is to tweak it along as you go along. So that's what this whole plan is looking like. But again, it was designed with metrics so that if things happen, we came back to a previous stage to revisit. So that's out of the way. Roundtable discussion, Friday, 10 o'clock. Should be interesting. You know, right now we've got a couple signed up, and we would like to get at least maybe 5 owners involved. So if you're out there, would like to get involved, please contact us. Following that, oh my gosh, the rock stars, as we call them, the rock stars, the biggest stars that we've ever had on our show. Yes, oh yeah, and we absolutely love these guys. They, Addison Brown of the Smile Bag Project, and Ryan Gustitz, who started up the Backpack Project. 2 amazing individuals, amazing, just their ability to stand up and care for their fellow human beings, show the love for fellow human beings. And what's unique about them? Oh, well, we know people are doing that. These kids started this before they were in their teens. Yeah. Check that, okay? Before they were in their teens. Addison decided to do the best she could for her friends that were going through troubles, whether it be a divorce, being in a foster home, being in a hospital. She wanted them to feel good. So what she did is created these smile bags, books, little notepads, whiteboards, markers, things to get their mind off of all the things that they're going through. Addison Brown, we love that kid. In fact, we officially adopted these 2 as our grandkids, and I don't think they're official, their biological grandparents have been told that yet. So, you know, please keep that amongst ourselves, although I think it's out now. So, Ryan Gussick, oh my gosh, again, this kid was walking through with his family downtown Chicago on Christmas, saw these homeless people in the streets, developed compassion and asked his parents, what's happening? Why doesn't anyone care about these people? Ryan stepped it up. He went and talked to his parents and said, we got to do something. My gosh, these people are living on the streets. No one really cares about them. We have got to do something. So Ryan created the Backpack Project, better known on social media as Pack the Kindness, which is a very appropriate name. So Ryan put these backpacks together, made up of various different needs, Mylar blankets to keep them warm, socks, really well thought of, a number of socks so that they can change out their socks if they get wet, gift cards so they can go into restaurants and get something to eat and warm up during the winter. And these are restaurants that don't mind that. In fact, they would prefer to have these people come in and get warm and be safe. Amazing 2 people. To think that they started these 2 organizations when they're pre-teens, they are rock stars. They are our total rock stars. So we are going to celebrate having them on. Can't wait. Kelly and I we have been able to sleep. We've had them on before individually, but we've had them on in a Zoom meeting together. That was when Zoom was before they realized that they were going to be the communication portal for the world. So that was kind of sketchy, but now things are kind of stable out. And I don't think they're going to be really happy about using Zoom because you'll hear from them that's what they've been using in school. Both of them just finished school this week, so they're good to go for the summer. So we're kind of excited about them to talk about a couple things, what's going on in their organizations, and when we get beyond that, let's talk about some fun things. Hey, what's going on with the buddies? What's going on with your girlfriends? What's going on with the latest video games? stuff that kids that age normally talk about. But these aren't normal kids. So, yeah, we love it. We absolutely love it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the backdrop of the morning show. This is the way it's going to be. No fancy studio or anything like that. So we're going to be coming to you from here. Then we're going to jump over to our studio and things get a little bit more polished, a little bit, studio-ish type of atmosphere. And that's something I can't tell you we've been blessed to have. And unfortunately, once it was dropped in our lap, comes along COVID-19 and stay-at-home orders. And we really could have stayed in that studio by all rights. But Kelly and I talked it through and said, are we really essential? I mean, who misses us? I mean, we don't do shows and no one writes us or comes knocking at our door saying what's going on. So we didn't really classify ourselves as essential. So we moved the studio back home and just did it from home, which, a lot of times with the green screen effect, you couldn't tell where the hell we were doing it from. But, hey, Cupcake, it's all good. So with that, I think we're going to wrap things up. I can't tell you how much we appreciate everyone's support out there and what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the way people view the world and view, what we should be doing for each other. And besides that, providing some entertainment. And we've got some things in the works, and I keep telling you that, but there's going to be one amazing thing that we've been in. In fact, shortly after we thought of this idea, there were like 20 people on their phones just talking about how this is going to get planned and done. So we're kind of excited about that. One thing I do want to bring up to you before I leave today, an awesome event is going to be happening at the food bank again. As you know, we're very supportive of the food bank and their efforts to help feed the folks of the region in Northwest Indiana. And I got to tell you, I classify them right behind the first responders, the healthcare workers, because in this day and age where people don't have a paycheck and the government isn't giving them money, the independent contractors, the people who still haven't gotten their unemployment checks and they're sitting wondering when their next food, the food bank is their salvation, literally. They have provided meals to thousands of people daily. And so what's going to be happening Tuesday, Borden, the milk company, has supplied gallons of milk. I think it's like 10. I forgot exactly how much milk is going to be distributed, but they're going to be distributing gallons of milk next Tuesday between 10 and 2 o'clock. Please don't arrive before 9:30 because they'll be getting set up. And please, if you are going to go there, and please give this consideration. There are a lot of people out there that are starving, literally don't have milk for their kids, don't have milk for themselves. So if you're saying, free milk, no, pal, no, stay home, okay, pal? All right, so let the people who actually need come and get this. And, the food bank is so trusting, you'll come up and they'll give it to you. But please, there's many people out there starving, don't know where the next meal's coming from, so please let them get the milk. So again, Tuesday, and between 10 and 2 o'clock. So please come out for that. If you need the milk, please. Remember, social distancing if you show up, plus we're asking you, please wear a face mask. Please bring a face mask along, bandana, whatever. Please protect other people that you're going to be around if you happen to show up for that event. So that's it. That's all I got for you today's, okay, pal? All right? I don't know why. Joey Cannoli's coming out again. I don't know why. It's something about today's news. He usually comes out when something he doesn't like happens. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up. Again, just to recap a couple of things. Roundtable discussion, restaurant owners. Please, if you're a restaurant owner and want to participate, we have plenty of room. We could have up to 10, 15 people for it to be efficient. And so please contact me at the Bill and Kelly Show message, or you could contact me at billandkellyshow@gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll get in contact, get you on. That will be happening by a Zoom meeting this Friday at 10 o'clock. So please, if you want to participate, we would enjoy it. Please contact us and we'll get you on. It's going to be a very meaningful conversation and a very useful one, I feel. You know, as a former manager, not in the restaurant industry, but, you know, it is always good to hear about the experience of other people's during trying times like this. To know what they're doing, what they're tweaking, you know, for us all to get through, and for our economy to get back to where it was, we have to help each other out through this process. That is, if we come up with an idea, share it to the next guy, pass it on, and that's what we're going to help out with during this process. Not looking at what's going to get the most views, you know, the flooding in the area, the guys cover that, okay? You know, those guys in the newspapers and the other media outlets cover that stuff. We cover what's hopeful, all right? So there you have it. With that, I will let you guys go. Please tune in at noon for Connections Restored. Amy Boswinkle, amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all I have to say. It is one of our first shows that we offered on the Bill and Kelly Show Network, and we are so happy that we did. And because, particularly in these trying times, as it were, and I promised myself I'd never use that phrase, but you know, aren't you sick of hearing it on commercials? Aren't you sick of the Zoom simulated commercials, you know? And they probably actually have a professional production crew in front of them, but it's like Zooming type stuff. You know, I'm kind of sick of that, you know? It is what it is, but you know, I want to get back to the normal commercials and that aren't fake. Yeah, I don't really think those are Zoom commercials being done over Zoom. But I digress, all right? Yeah, that is one phrase, though, I just want to see gone. These trying times. Who doesn't know this are trying times? I mean, really, just, tell us what you're selling, pal. You know, you open up the back of your truck selling stuff. Tell us what you're selling. Don't go as trying times. You know, we all know that. With that, I will wrap it up and put Joey back in his spot, back in my cranial mass, and promise to try to not let him come out again. But with that, please, again, we appreciate all your support. Please tune in again noon today on the Bill and Kelly Show Network. Connections Restored. Amy Boswinkle will be helping you out if you're stressed, PTSD suffering. In this day and age, I'll be honest with you, 90% of us are going through symptoms of PTSD. All of us, myself, Kelly included, all of you, tune in. She will help you out. And I don't know of any other podcast network that is doing this, offering this type of outreach to people. And, I want to thank our sponsors as well. Please check out our website, by the way. I changed it last night. Been meaning to do that over the past week because of the move. I haven't done it. But we have now highlighted all of our sponsors on our Facebook page. And also, we've turned it into a Bill and Kelly Show on demand. So you can go look at any one of our shows that you want to. I'm working on a way that you could search for a particular show that's coming in the near future. But I would like to thank our sponsors as well. Brown Insurance, and forgive me if I'm missing out anyone. Brown Insurance Group, great. They've signed on with us for the remainder of the year. Then we have Creative Carpet and Flooring. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you folks. We're still working with them prior to this COVID-19. We're trying to do a commercial type thing for them, but we've enjoyed their support. We have also Sip Coffee House there in Highland and in Crown Point. We have Les Cafe that we were at yesterday, enjoying a nice lunch while everyone was social distancing and having a face mask on. Promise You Art House, we can't wait for them to open up, and we're trying to figure out when they're going to be allowed to open, and that's the gray area. I'm not sure. Boy, what a great place, though. Then we have Tiger Plumbing one of our early supporters early on. Boy, I tell you what, Jeff and Kim Blessing, the greatest people, and top-notch plumbing company as well. Then we have all the other companies who have supported us along the way, providing us their place to record out of, such places as Greenwich and Highland, and also Wild Rose Brewing Company in Griffith, and Byway Brewing, who is actually one of our sponsors. We just have to get them included. So we appreciate all your support, financial support. Here we go. I'm just going to stand here and smile. That's the sound of the economy working. So those of you who think that this has been total catastrophic, it's stopped everything, Kelly and I will be first to tell you it has not stopped the trains. So with that, I will let you go. Thank you much for your support, and we'll be doing these morning shows a little bit later, so I have a chance to prepare and be more wide awake with a couple more cups of coffee in me. So with that, guys, get out there, enjoy it. It should be a nice day. Not exactly an overwhelmingly sunny day, but as far as temperature-wise, we're going to be in the 60s. Slightly overcast, but no rain really looked at in the area. So the only rain that we're looking at is looking at the weekends, as far as I can tell right now. So with that, we'll say goodbye for now. Goodbye, folks.